hell of a way to start a video at a set of traffic lights, but good morning. Alright, and out of all that, since you ruined my intro, where'd that get you? Nowhere. Awesome stuff. Alright, well. Lost what I was going to say now. Never mind. So yeah, I'm just out on another ride again, as you can tell. Why else would you be watching a video of Red on his motorcycle? On the lovely Jellybean. So as it gets colder, what kind of hobbies do you guys get into? Or is there like hobbies that you set aside during summer to save, especially for the winter? Because I play guitar every now and then. I should do a lot more of it because I don't know how to play many, if any, songs. My skills are all over the place at the moment. It's not great. But I recently purchased Rocksmith for the PC. I had it on the PlayStation a while ago but couldn't get into it. But now I've got it on the PC, I feel more inclined to play it because it's there on like the computer as I would normally be using it anyway. And I've noticed I've been playing other games significantly less and more time on Rocksmith. And Rocksmith basically is a program where you have like a specialist guitar lead which plugs into your guitar in the USB slot on your computer, and then you just simply play guitar along with the songs, and you can like use the program to learn songs, and it adapts to how you're playing. So if you're playing a part really well, then it will make it a little bit more difficult for you until you are playing every note as is supposed to be, as the actual artist intended it. It's kind of like if you ever play Guitar Hero. Bump. There we go. You know, instead of like the 5 buttons and the switchy thing you have for like plucking the strings on that ridiculous plastic controller, now you have a real guitar. And suddenly, like 5 buttons goes to like 20 frets and like 6 strings, and all of a sudden you just have this mind boggle of just like, what am I doing with my life? So I've been doing that a lot more, and it's, I've already learned, or pretty much learned, the rhythm part to a song, so I'm happy. It's been a long time since I've been down here. Don't remember a lot of it, but I like what I see so far. And what I might do at some point is take the shield off, because that's redirecting a lot of the wind towards me, but at the same time then I've got to think of like the outside audio, because the helmet does muffle a lot of the audio. Saying that, I have purchased a new microphone which is the same as the one I was using before, and it's a little bit pricey, but I really liked the quality on it. So I'm hoping that that microphone is going to be a little bit brighter, and it's going to have a little bit more, how do I say, a little more quality to it, a little bit more oomph. Now let me take a moment. When Red sees a lovely area like this, trees, traffic, nothing's here. He likes to take it slow, doesn't he? Just go along at your own pace, see what's about. How's the camera looking, by the way? Yeah, you're fine, you're good. I was worried like a raindrop would be on it or something. But yeah, I just like to take it nice and slow, take it easy, drop it down to first or second, and just take in what's around you, you know? And I know I did mention one of my pet peeves about drivers like not looking where they're actually going or not knowing where they are. In this case, I'm looking at both my mirrors and I can see there's nothing behind me. The moment I do see someone, I speed up. It's called looking out for other drivers. A lot of things that people can't do these days, or one of the many things people can't do these days. But yeah, how's that for you? When I look left, because the camera's over here, I've got to really turn my head around to... Oh dear. But yeah. It's a lovely feeling. The level of acceleration on this bike is absolutely savage. I love it, just the fling ability. There was a guy who asked me a question the other day, which was like, there's a lot of like twists and turns around my area, and I think he actually found me through Instagram because I put up a picture of Jellybean with like my old, like my very first like the red and black shark helmet, and he commented on it. It's like, holy crap, you got the same helmet I do. I'm just like, yes you do, or yes I do, sir. That's good. And then, you know, he's taken like a genuine interest in like the channel and such, or just like the bike and such, and he's looking into a Vulcan S, I think. I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, I didn't plan it, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to influence people to buy a Vulcan S. It's just, I've noticed there's a few comments like down below in other videos as well, where people are saying, you know, I've seen some of your content and I really like the Vulcan S, such and such. But yeah, this guy was just like asking, what's it like round the corners and such. And to him, you know, I replied to him, but to everyone I'd say, don't worry about corners on a Vulcan S, because although it is, yes, a cruiser at heart, it's still got the sporty side, you know. So if you really need to fling it, you can really throw it into that corner after practice, right? Don't try to sprint before you can walk, look before you leap and all that, and whatever the other sayings are. You know, take moderation, take caution, get yourself into a car park somewhere, bring a friend with you, practice maneuvers and such. And I would say cornering would definitely be one of them. Obviously you can't fling a bike too much when the road's wet and such, because, well, you've got 2 tyres, not 4 as you would have in a car, or 3. Freewheelers are amazing. If you've never been in one, or let me tell you, that's an experience. And I think in the UK you can actually drive a free-wheeled car on a full motorcycle license. So if I wanted to, I could go out and buy a free-wheeler. Why didn't I think of this before? Oh, sorry. I just had like a half-tired, like empty-headed realization that I could buy like one of those classic old free-wheel like Reliant Robins and such, and just drive that. I mean, it's gonna be pricey because that's a classic car now, but my god, I could totally do that, and I might when I'm crazy enough. Oh dear. Known for not having a very good safety rating, i.e. prone to tipping entirely sideways and sliding along the road. But I think I've actually been here before, yes, because there's a pub there and there's a pub over there. Ooh. And a rather dodgy bridge. And I think I want to go that way. Yes. Ah. Now here's a fun thing. When I first came up here, we had some dinner in here and it was bang on. But the reason for doing so is this was like about this time last year, where I was saying I want to get a Vulcan S and I want to get it painted red, because the red one that Cockney's daughter Shay has, sorry, the wind's in my face straight away. Oh man. Excuse me. The red that's available in the US and the Australia, it's sort of only available over there. We haven't got it in the UK yet. So, you know, Uncle Red's sitting here like, I want a red motorcycle, and it's not available in red in the UK. So maybe, do I get it shipped in? Do I do this? Do I do that? And then I saw this spanking orange colour, and I thought, not big on that. So it was going to be like the black one or the grey one, like the cloudy sort of grey looking one. And then when I came back to the dealership a couple more times, I just looked at this a few more and I thought, you know what, that is absolutely banging, I love it. But back on point, I was originally going to get a black Vulcan S, the bog standard black colour, because it was a little bit cheaper. But one of the reasons I got this was because it's got this little plate down there, which has got Kawasaki on it, and it just adds that much more detail to the bike, which is what I love. Little attention to details like that. Bit of branding and all that, but hey. So I was going to get one of those, get a black Vulcan S, get a few other bits, and in there's a guy who sprays bikes, like proper paint jobs, and he quoted me about £400 to spray like all the panels on this to like a dark red, and like the candy effect in the tank as well. And that was my original idea, which would have been more expensive than getting this. So I thought, well, I like the orange, so screw it, let's go for that. Then I was thinking, oh hey, I could like, you really want to get past me, don't you? So I reached out to him, I said, how much would you quote me if I was able to get a design so you could just like spray the word Jellybean underneath like the Kawasaki Vulcan strip on the side of the tank there? And he didn't get back to me, so oh no. Oh. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be on this road for quite a while, and it's going to be loud as hell, so I think I'm going to end the video here. So have a lovely day. It's half an hour. I'm just going to keep everything rolling, so if there's any additional content, as you can see later on, then I'll include it, and then we'll go from there. So have a good one, enjoy your weekend and all that, and I'll see you next time, or you'll see me next time. Ta for now.